Hi, my name is Nick Mowry. I'm one of the owners of Second U, a real estate virtual assistant company. And today I kind of want to tell you guys that I plan on getting back into real estate. I've been not as focused on it the last couple of years because I've been so focused on getting Second U going. But now that it is going, I plan on refocusing my attention back into real estate. And one of the things that we get all the time is a lot of our clients in the virtual assistant business ask us, how should I use a VA in my real estate business? And now I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. I'm actually going to show you, I'm going to document how I use VAs in my real estate business throughout this year. And because I'm kind of starting over, you're going to see I'm going to use virtual assistants almost from the beginning in my business. And basically what I would recommend you would do if you were starting from the beginning in your business. So the first task we're going to have our virtual assistant do is get all my past clients, right? So I want them to go back, get all my past clients. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take those past clients, we're going to get them skip trays, put them into our CRM, and we're going to go through that whole process. But the first thing she needs to do is build that list of past clients so I can go get a skip tray. So that's going to be her first task. And so I'm going to show you how I'm going to end up delegating that task out to her. So we're going to go through like the 6 steps that we use for delegating. And step 1, again, is identifying that task. And in this case, it's past client. Step 2 is choose who we're going to use to delegate that task to. In this case, where it's going to be Jenny Ann. She has done this task many times, so she has experience doing it. The next thing we're going to do is clearly define that task. And again, I'm going to have her read that task back to me and tell me how she plans on doing it. Because again, I know that she knows how to do this. If it was somebody that I've never worked with before, I would probably show them how I was going to do that task so they understood exactly how to do it. From there, what we're going to do is I'm going to give her a time frame of when that task should be complete. In this case, I feel like I probably have about 200 past clients. And so if it takes her about 5 minutes per client, it's going to take her about 2.5 days to get that task done. So I'm planning on giving her, today's Monday, I plan on giving her until probably Wednesday afternoon to get that done. And then I'm gonna have to get skip trace, so I probably won't even be able to start using this list until next week. And then, I'm gonna monitor, so I'm gonna show you how I'm monitoring that task to make sure she's getting it done and it looks correct. So that way I'm not waiting all the way to the end when she says she has it done and then I'm seeing it for the first time like, this isn't what I expected. If we do that, then we're just going to set ourselves up for disappointment, right? If it doesn't come back correct, and that happens to a lot of people. So you want to make sure when you delegate these tasks that you're monitoring them throughout the process. So at least if someone's not doing something correct, you can catch it right away and you're not waiting all the way to the end. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to review it in the end with her, make sure that everything was done. And if it was done correctly, give her credit for that and stuff like that. So now let's go ahead and I'm going to bring Jenny Ann onto this conversation. She is in the Philippines, so we're going to go ahead and bring her on in Microsoft Teams. That's what we use. And I'm going to bring her up right now and we'll delegate this task out to her. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. And then we'll finish by monitoring how she gets it done. All right, guys, so we're back here and I'm about to delegate the task over to Jen. Let me introduce you to her. So Jen is out in the Philippines. And Jen, what time is it where you guys are at right now?
It's 4:22 a.m.
All right, so it's pretty early for you guys right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and Jen has been with Second U now for 2 to 3 years. She's been a virtual assistant for the past 6 years. She's done a lot of these tasks that we're about to delegate over to her. So she already knows how to do this. But I'm going to show you how I would delegate this task over to somebody. So first of all, Jen, like I told you, I'm going to be getting back into doing more real estate. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have you execute getting all my past clients, because that's a good place for someone to start when they're kind of starting over again or just starting. We need to get that list of past clients so I can get in touch with them. So what we're going to do, Jen, is I'm going to need you to get to probably go into the MLS. You're going to get all my past closed sales, cross-check that with Monsoon, okay? And then I need you to build an Excel spreadsheet, first name, last name, address, city, state, and zip code. And then what we're going to end up doing is getting that list skip trace. So you don't have to go look for emails or phone numbers. We should be able to get the majority of that just from getting the skip trace, okay? Now, I believe that there are about 200 past clients, okay? And so it's probably going to take about 2.5 days to get it done. So I wouldn't expect it to be done until probably the end of day on Wednesday. All right. Do you think you have time to get that done, or in that by
Yes.
Wednesday afternoon?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Do you have any questions then on how to execute that task?
None so far.
Okay. And then the other thing too, I just want to go over with you is when you are working that Excel spreadsheet, just make sure to share that with me, and then that way I can just check in on it while you're doing it, just to make sure everything looks good, right?
Okay. Yes, I will.
Sound good?
I will send you a link in through OneDrive.
Yeah, or you can just send it to me through Microsoft Teams, which is fine too.
Okay. All right.
All right, cool. And then look, I'm gonna bring this up really quick too, you guys. So now that Jen's gonna be working this task for me, I have to go out and do other things now, right? I'm not. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, Jen. I think we're all set. Do you have any other questions?
No, I'm good.
All good. Okay. Yes. All right, cool. I'll talk to you a little bit later. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Have a great day.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, now that Jen is going to be working on that task for me, I can't, just not do anything, right? So the whole point is I delegate that task out to her. Now I have to do some sort of income producing activities. So now throughout the rest of my day, my main focus is going to be on working, getting in front of my clients. So one of the things I'm going to be doing is, working my social, communicating with my different, my friends on social media, reaching out to them, seeing how they're doing, seeing how if they plan on doing anything now in 2021 when it comes to real estate. And that's going to be literally direct messaging people and stuff like that. I feel like today that's a really good way to communicate with people. So I think that's a good way to, to get in front of my, my sphere. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. The other thing I gotta do is I'm actually gonna get face to face with some of one of my clients that recently just purchased today, and then I'm also gonna go show some buyers some properties today. So those are, in my opinion, all income producing activities that I need to be focused on while Jen now is working on my business. She's getting those past clients for me so I can start working on them next week. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I'm going to follow up on this task, and then I'm going to show you when the task is fully executed, and we'll take a look at what Jen was able to get done and how long it took, and that's when we'll meet up again. All right, thanks. Hey guys, how's it going? So yesterday I spoke about how I wanted to start documenting how I use virtual assistants in my real estate business, and one of the first tasks I did was I delegated a task to Jen to get all my past clients, to build my list of past clients, get all their contact information. So I just followed up with her, and I'm glad I did, and this is why I recommend following up. She was having a hard time because there was a lot of, I've done a lot of rentals when I first started real estate. So she couldn't figure out who my past client was on the rental, and it's not going to show up, right? So we went over that to make sure she understood that, you're not going to, whenever it says rental at the top, you're not going to be able to find a past client. So don't worry about it. Just get all the people that I either, sold their property or I sold a property to them. So either buyers or sellers. So she's working on that now, almost finishing up. So the list is almost done. I expect it to be done by end of day tomorrow, and I'll follow up with you and I'll show you what that final product looks like tomorrow. So today's Thursday, and on Monday I assigned a task to Jen to get all of my past clients of both buyers and sellers and put them all together in a list, and she's got it done now. So hey Jen, how's it going?
Good. Thank you. How about you?
Good. So tell me a little bit about the list. So how many past clients did we end up putting together?
Okay, so we were able to extract about 162
Okay.
leads or clients from MLS, and I was able to put them on the spreadsheet that I shared with you. So,
Can we show them that spreadsheet really quick, Jen?
okay. Here it is.
All right, cool.
So it's ready.
Yep, so you got the first name, the last name, like we talked about. Looks like you got the first name and last name of the spouse, and then you got the address, city, state, zip code. Perfect. And then it looks like you said you ended up getting some other stuff put together as well.
Yes. So I created a second spreadsheet for you, because I know that you'll be submitting this spreadsheet for skip tracing. I have this other spreadsheet for that includes the close of escrow. That way we can also put them on a drip for anniversary campaign if you want to do that.
Okay, awesome. So you guys, Jen took an extra step. She ended up putting together another list separate of the one I asked her to that also included the close of escrow date and also included the cross agent on all the deals that we did. So I think that was awesome that she was able to do that. So Jen, the next step that we're going to end up doing here is I'm going to ask you to put together another column, and I want to get everyone's birthdays put on the list, okay? And then I'm going to take that list and I'm going to go send it out to get skip traced, and we're going to get everyone's phone numbers and email addresses, so we just have it done quickly. And we'll kind of go through it after that and just make sure that we have everyone's correct phone numbers and email addresses. But it's going to be an easy way for us to get them all very fast. So I'll put that together and get that done, and then we'll take it to the next step. Sound good?
Sounds good. Yes.
All right, guys, that's it. So that was our first task we did for the year. Is I had Jen go ahead and put all those past client lists together for us. She did that. Now we're going to go ahead and get everyone's birthdays, and we're going to get the list skip traced, and that's going to be the next task. All right, and we'll keep you updated, and we'll show you what happens next. Have a great day.